The Gospel. Jesus said to his disciples, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that bears no fruit he cuts away, and every branch that does bear fruit he prunes to make it bear even more. You are pruned already, by means of the word that I have spoken to you. Make your home in me, as I make mine in you. As a branch cannot bear fruit all by itself, but must remain part of the vine, neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me, with me in him, bears fruit in plenty. For cut off from me you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me is like a branch that has been thrown away. He withers. These branches are collected and thrown on the fire, and they are burnt. If you remain in me, and my word remains in you, you may ask what you will, and you shall get it. It is to the glory of my Father that you should bear much fruit, and then you will be my disciples. The Gospel of the Lord.
A reflection on the fifth Sunday of Easter. From the reading of the Acts of the Apostles, we see Paul's first encounter with the apostles was one of fear on their side. Eventually, he gained their trust and respect with the help of Barnabas. Paul, through his preaching and teaching, built up in the people a renewed fear of the Lord throughout Judea, Galilee, and Samaria. But it was not all plain sailing. He was to encounter enemies along the way. Paul's method can be seen in the first letter of St. John, where just preaching the word was not enough. Action was required, and speaking the truth with conviction against great opposition was a challenge, which required strength of character and endurance. In John's letter, John tackles the subject of conscience and God's presence, which has particular relevance today, where many Catholics want God's blessings, but maybe not his presence. This, as John points out, could be due to a fear of God's presence, among other things, an unnecessary fear if one keeps the commandments in our day-to-day living, God living in us. And so we see in the Gospel, according to John, God's words are precise and to the point. The message is clear and direct. With each sentence, a book could be written. Such is the power of the word. I am the vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. If the branch does not bear fruit, it will be cut down and burned. So how does one bear fruit in this life? The answer is hearing the word, accept the word, and act upon it through prayer and good deeds. Adhering to God's commandments, we remain in the Lord. Whoever remains in me, with me, in him, bears fruit in plenty. In carrying out this commandment day by day, God promises anything we ask in faith will be given to us. It is the glory of my Father that we should bear much fruit, and the glory for us is to be called disciples. The Gospel of the Lord.